Growing up in Lancaster, the sidewalks were shoe-shined and sun-polished. The winds rolled on the leaves like they were timpani skins, and the roads sang heat waves like high notes loud enough to break wine glasses. The sun and our halos didn't know which one was holier, so they hung over us just imitating one another. I picked the fruits of East Orange Street, ripe and righteous as they were, and squeezed them into my eyes. Smothering my memories in sunshine, I remember even when it rained. The air was so sweet, I just clipped my lungs on clotheslines and breathed deep. Our days were dizzy back then. There were hurricanes beneath our feet, and we walked on them as they spun, hypnotized by the eye of the storm. The skips in our steps were more like flight, and when we ran, our heels lit the air with lightning. Sometimes we fell. And I remember I once watched you trip and rake your skin against the pavement, and I saw ripe cherry trees and full sunsets sprout from your knotted knees. The fruits rained soft like dusk down your sapling-shaped shins. The diamonds formed in the corners of your eyes, and I remember knowing exactly what to do. I unhealed dried rubies from my elbows, and we put our wounds together to mend them, making the iron in our blood become more like adamantium, because we were superheroes when we were together. We kept each other invincible, and I drank in those days like they were ambrosia. I poured each one through my eyes and lined my memories with mason-jarred memories full of good days. When I moved away, their sweetness helped me remember you, helped me feel invincible again, but nowadays I keep drinking these memories to try and see your face. But every sip shows me someone else. Someone forgotten in the night I hid behind those days. I see those who walk infinitely in sideways figure eights, tracing the space between the church and the prison, enclosing our street, trying to figure out whether they're angels or demons. I see the halos above their head lower and become collars. I see the men whose veins betray them, crawling up their arms like cracks in their foundations brought on by all those tiny white skyscrapers they built into their brains. I see the boys trying to weaponize their way into manhood with knives in their belts and pistols in their eyes. I see the women thickening their blood with flour and trying to hold everything together with broken spines for fingers. I see the girls especially trying to ignore their bellies and how they're beginning to swell because they swore to themselves and they swore to God that they would not bring a child into this world to have the same childhood that they did. But I keep drinking these memories, even as vinegar corrupts their taste and as they spread forest fires burning down my throat. So I know you are not lost somewhere in that night. Tim, with every breath I take, I pray you are okay. Because I know you must have tasted the bitter and the sweet. You were 6 years clearer than I was, and even though my 7-year-old stomach was in my eyes, I bit off the days because that was all I could choose. So I pray for you. I pray that love and grace run through your body and that forgiveness has brought you a backbone. I pray the broken bottles on our street have only calloused your feet and that you walk unshakable on your soles. I pray that your polished mahogany skin shines and that you love yourself even with your scars and that you wear each one like a Chardonnay birthmark, worthy of living with and worthy of loving.